Oh, Bubbies. Electro Gonk Wombo. Oh, I set it all up. I went downstairs to make me brew. I was like, oh, I'm going to be late. I'm going to be late. How dare you be late? So, here I am. Wizards arrived. Make sure everything's tickety boo. Hopefully, can you all hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Oh, Jew. Bubba Jew, Bubba Jew. It's all good, isn't it? Yeah. All right, we are good in the hood. Sweet. Sweet as a nut. I thought, yes, look, I'm wearing my wheat beanie that I mentioned earlier. I thought I'll wear it. I'm only wearing it for maybe 5-10 minutes. I'll get hot. And I'm wearing my hoodie. Hey! All this merch is available at thewizardswords.com. Made to order, just so you know. It's cool. Oh, I think I've got me. Let me clean my specs as well. I've got a smudge. Got a smudge, mate. Don't want to have a smudge. Oh, do you know, like that, I can't actually see nothing. Oh, I'll be screwed around my specs. I can't even see the writing. I can see blue things and a really blurry spanner. Who's a blurry spanner? Let me get my eyeballs on. Oh, yeah. Happy days. Oh, happy days. Oh, happy days. It's all good in the hood. Any top Buzz fans here? Yeah, I know, it's crazy. It went crazy. It's like 1,000 views, mate. I know. People were coming in and all that, doing this, doing that, but hopefully this one's even bigger. Who knows? Get people up on stream, talking. I see what you say, the Electro Doctor sends the link. I will do in 2 seconds. So it's good to have you here. Beats and Tapes, Business Australia, Electrodoc 1968. I think Mark was the first one. Mark Proudlove was the first to comment earlier. And here, the first comment was Beats and Tapes, followed by Electrodoc. Whee! So I hope you're all well, living the dream. Beats is good, business is good. Kings of New York is in the house. King of New York. Is it Kings of New York? Is that a film about mafia or so? The gangsters. No, that's Gangsters of New York. Don't know what I'm talking about there, do I? But yeah. But what I'll do, I'll quickly go through like the fun now says, the geezer that got tortured and killed. I'll quickly go through that, and then I'll link up, and then if you want to come up and have something to say about the news, then you can come up, and it'll be your turn to speak. I might have to ask you some questions. I don't know. But make sure you know what you want to talk about when you come up, and then we shall start some dialogue. So if you want to come up and speak, make sure you click the link when it goes up. Oh, it's Gangs of New York. Yeah, yeah. All right. Oh, all right. Everybody knows Gangs of New York. Yeah. What was? There's Kings of New York. I know. It's because I've got this on. I'm getting all hot under here. That available at wizardwords.com. Do you like my hoodie? Available at wizardwords.com. Look at that picture. How cool's that? That's me posing as a wizard. How cool. Oh, Slim Shady. That was Slim Shady suggesting imitating us. Want the real Slim Shady? Please send a message. Please send a message. I'm on it today. I'm changing all the lyrics to suit people. But yeah, Slim is in the house. Oh, he's eating. I've eaten. Do you know what? I decided to have cheese on toast with a bit of Liam Perry's Worcestershire sauce. Yes. But anyway, this is just to really bang home Islamic ideology, because you know Iran is under Islamic rule. They literally tortured this bloke into a false confession and then hung him for writing a letter on my word. Yeah, Not with a face full of food. So yeah, but yeah, I will put them. I'll go through this. I've got other stuff I can go through, but we can do that as when whatever we're talking about, and if the conversation runs dry, I'll be like, well, what else? Because there's somewhere in Germany where they're banning Jews in Germany from a shop or something. I've got a few other stories on standby, but this one is in the thumbnail, so it has to be spoke about. Otherwise, that's false advertising, geese. That's what I told myself anyway. But I just thought it was weird. Well, weird but sick. But this is the gentleman here. It's ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. A father of two executed in Iran, convicted of spying for Israel. Babak Shahbazi was hanged in prison on Wednesday, according to activists who said he had been tortured into a false confession. Oh my God. Is that not your worst nightmare? Is that not your worst nightmare or what? Iran Human Rights, an Oslo-based campaign group, said the 44-year-old was detained after writing a letter on Microsoft Word to Volodymyr Zelensky, the Ukrainian president, offering to fight the Ukrainian military. The group said Babak's message to President Zelensky offering to help in the war against Russia was used as an example of espionage for Israel, who they claim taught Babak to use Microsoft Word. So he's offering to fight for Ukraine as espionage for Israel. Anyone else see something wrong with this? Did you hear about any of this, anyone? Ukraine did not immediately acknowledge the execution. Iran's Mizan news agency identified the executed man as Mr. Shahbazi. It claimed he had gathered and sold sensitive information about Iranian data centers and security installation to Israel's Mossad intelligence agency. So they got all that because he offered to fight for Ukraine. Wow. Iran's Ministry of Intelligence has been ramping up its relentless battle against what it claims are Western and Israeli intelligence networks, including the alleged involvement of the CIA, Mossad and MI6 in the wake of its 12-day war with Israel in June. Israel carried out more than 900 strikes during the conflict, targeting the heart of Tehran's nuclear weapon. But I just thought I'd have to say about that because I thought it's disgusting. 100% disgusting. And apparently, just so all you know, in the chat, if you put a question mark after, if it's a question or something or whatever, apparently it's supposed to flag it in some which way. There's some new add-on to the StreamYard thing. So if you say something and then it does whatever, I don't know if that works, but you know, it's supposed to. It said something about like you can see it easier, but but anyway. Where are we? Where are we? Where are we? Right, you're all saying hello to each other. That's Kushti. Right, that's the bit I wanted to read out because I just thought it was disgusting. Don't know what I can say about that. But Iran has hanged 8 other people for espionage. Sentence for those convicted of spying in the country is often opaque, with trials carried out by its revolutionary court behind closed doors because it's all dodgy. It's murder, isn't it? Human rights groups accused Tehran of conducting arbitrary executions. Yeah, they're sick in the head. But that's all I wanted to go on about. I think it's disgusting. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is Islamic ideology. Innit? So, yeah, don't know what to say about that. Well, what do I do about a question which is also the answer? I don't know. How high is a Chinaman? Depends what you're smoking. My headphones as well, and all. I'm gonna need my headphones. I'm gonna need my headphones. Right. Who wants to talk? There it is. There it is. There it is. Make sure you hit the like button. uh, his brother, one lang pea flooded China. That's hilarious. That is hilarious. Right, I've got to make sure I put this in the right bit, the link. I think that's the one. What do you mean error? Try again. Right, the message should be pinned. That should work. Who knows? If the link doesn't work, go. But yes, it is pinned. It's pinned. You may come up and speak. I shall keep an eye on the back end of anybody coming up. So yes. A couple of things. Sadiq Khan as well, being a plum. He's such a peanut, isn't he, that bloke? I know we sort of come in earlier. We didn't touch him earlier, but you know. Vietnamese porny star. Doc Hungling, very good. Slim said 10 minutes. I need to put these on, otherwise I can't hear anyone. Oh, I can see you in the back end. Put these on, make sure I can hear. Oh, let me add to stage. I can hear you. Why are you not up on screen?
Hello. I'm here.
Oh, hello.
Hello.
I've done a dodgy setup there. I pressed the wrong button. My bad. Oh, look, he's
Well
checking
done.
his hair.
Yeah, I know. I always am.
Happy days.
I've got that one little grey bit there, look.
Mate, oh, this massive grey bit. I call it silver. Silver.
Yes, mine's a silver fox look.
Yeah. Well, Joe, that's a good thing about the beanie, I suppose. Hides it. You got to get your beanie.
All that's doing is adding the lack of hair, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, I'm going to have to take it off. I'm too hot. I thought I was going to have to. I can't hear anyone when I'm taking my headphones. Oh. 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 Smooth, but I couldn't hear because I didn't have them on.
I didn't say anything.
Right. Oh, you could have said like something like Wizards of Muppet. I would never have heard it.
I would never say that. I'd call you a
Drop
gonk
the
womble.
tune. Yeah, Gonk Womble! Yeah. We're going to have to get some t-shirts with Gonk Womble right across it. Everyone will be like, what earth is that?
Yeah. Well,
But,
then just put the definition underneath. I can email you the definition if you want. Oh, thank you very much, Day of the Jackal. He's never going to get blocked now. He's allowed to swear whatever he wants. Don't block him, anybody. Or her.
Yeah, I didn't hear anyone comment earlier when I said I was 376. Not one person said no. So there you go. The wizard's old. What can I say? Blame the coffee.
Yeah, it's because I'm not married, Jackal. Because I've never been married. See, I'm 57.
Guess who?
It's young Mr. Slim.
I'm 57. I'm not quite prepared for the moment, but I'll sit in the background.
He's not got headphones, has he? What's that? Beans
oh, he's got his munch. I can hear him.
Yeah.
You can actually hear it. I can hear myself on your...
Yeah, he needs his headphones on. It sounds a mess, Slim. It's a mess. Slim, you're making it sound a mess. That's probably better.
He's doing it on purpose. He knows what he's doing. He's been on enough blooming streams. He knows. He's doing it on purpose, isn't he? Couple of mins. Happy days.
Yeah.
Happy days. Anyone wants to come up, there's a link. Anything you want to talk about? Any question or debate? Whatever it is. There's a link. Click it. You'll come up. Happy days. So, who wants to talk about what? And is it news or is it Advanced UK or is it Tommy Robinson?
I have a couple of links.
Well, blink away.
Blinks. A couple of links.
couple of blink links.
Okay.
They're called blinks because you open them up with your eyes.
Yes, that'll work. Yeah. Share screen. Let's see what have I got. Screen share is easy to monitors, whatever. What's that? Share screen.
We're watching Gogglebox. There's a geezer eating his microwave dinner.
Oh, that's it. Yeah, then. So I've got this one. Which is British Landure, which is it's only just been up for about an hour, I think. He's talking about did Antifa just get banned in America? It's only about the first 3 minutes or so. If you want to have a look at that.
Yep, I did see a video about that earlier. I was umming whether to.
Yeah, is it on?
Well, here's a fun little story for you. Donald Trump has just declared Antifa, or the anti-fascists as they like to call themselves, are a major terror organization. He took to Truth Social, and this is what he posted. I am pleased to inform our many USA patriots that I am designating Antifa, a sick, dangerous, radical left disaster, as a major terrorist organization. I will be strongly recommending that those funding Antifa be thoroughly investigated in accordance with the highest legal standards and practices. Thank you for your attention to this matter. He always puts that at the end of his tweets. Thank you for your attention to this matter. Anyway, I can't say I'm surprised, right? After what happened to Charlie Kirk, and I don't know if Charlie Kirk's shooter was specifically involved with Antifa, but what we do know is that he was a radical left-wing activist. He was a radical lefty. And so it doesn't really surprise me that there's a lot of blowback coming against the left now, because for far too long, particularly on social media platforms like Reddit and Blue Sky, these people have been encouraging, celebrating, and frankly, in many cases, inciting violence. And I guess Donald Trump is saying that's not going to wash anymore. Let's get into it. Now, before we get into the meat of this topic, there's an argument that I've seen people on the left making, and I just want to address it because it makes no sense whatsoever. You have to be pretty dumb to believe this. But it goes along the lines of, well, Trump has just banned Antifa, the anti-fascists, and that proves that Donald Trump is a fascist. And the reason that this argument is so weak and terrible and stupid is because it implies that calling yourself something actually makes you that thing. So if the KKK had called themselves the good guys, then actually that would make them the good guys, right? And similarly, Antifa calling themselves anti-fascist actually means that they are anti-fascist. It's ridiculous. The argument makes no sense whatsoever. Let me give you another real world example. The DPRK, the Democratic People's Republic of Korea. Democratic People's Republic of Korea. Well, that must be democratic because they've called themselves democratic. Except that's not South Korea, that's North Korea. Okay? The last three leaders, it's gone from grandfather to father to son. And yet you're trying to tell me that they're democratic because they've got democratic in the name. So simply calling yourselves the anti-fascist doesn't actually make you anti-fascist. And when we get to the point where you are specifically trying to get rid of your political opponents, not through debate, not through winning arguments, but through intimidation and political violence, I don't think that's anti-fascist at all. I think that is literally just fascism.
What happened there? Back there. Yeah, there you go. So yeah, beware of that one. You've been warned now about what they've already got. Ammunitioned up, ready to fire at the right, I suppose. Not that we're the right, we're actually the nationalists, aren't we? We're definitely not the globalists. We don't want all that crap. So yeah, so beware of that, and you already know what ammunition to fire back at them, don't you? In the words of, as in words, not yeah.
Yeah.
Look at Slim munching away there.
No.
Look, it looks like that AI generated. Looks like that AI generated of Will Smith. Only a more diverse Will Smith, if you like.
I thought I was watching Taggart.
Taggart. Oh, he's hiding us now. Look, don't eat me. Look at me while I'm eating my snap. Bless him.
I thought it was Mark McManus or whatever his name is.
Oh, he's all tangled.
Oh,
Not
he's,
tangled up in spaghetti. He's tangled up in his headphone cords.
Shocking, I've got curry on my headphones.
Hello, business Australia. Business Australia. I've seen that you said hello. I gave you a wave, but yeah, just so I'd clarify that. I've seen you. You all right?
Yeah, business is the same as Slim. We met on Big Nose of London, who's now in Iran because he got deported.
Yes, seen that this afternoon. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Couldn't make it up.
Yeah. I've got one of Ben Habib from what's his name? Dan Wooten. His live
Dan
stream
Wooten.
just ended not long ago. I
haven't seen that one, so yeah.
Yeah, I have forgotten this. It's about King Charles being whether or not he's Muslim or not nowadays. It's that one. So,
King Charles.
Yeah.
Useless.
When you're sitting comfortably, Slim, have you eaten all your snap?
Just about, yeah.
Yeah, but snap, by the way, translates over here in Yorkshire as a break. Yeah, a break. Think about it. A break. Snap, break.
Oh, snap.
Dinner,
Yeah.
break, breakfast, break, whatever.
Kit Kat.
Snap.
Yeah, snap. So, yeah, I can show you that one if you want me to. Let's have a look what we're going to share. The screen. And it is Real Reason Elon Musk. Yeah, that one there. Yeah, I think I've got it. Marked at the right timestamp one, Mo. Yeah, it looks like it.
Traumatized by the fact that this very serious, incurable cancer diagnosis came early. And of course, for someone who's waited his entire life for that job, it's incredibly difficult. So I say all of that, not as a caveat, but just as an honest feeling about the fact that in some ways I find this conversation uncomfortable. However, we have to have it. There is huge concern, Ben Habib, that King Charles is not operating as the defender of the faith and is indeed moving so close to not just protecting, but also actively promoting the Islam faith over that of Christianity as the head of the Church of England. Now, Elon Musk, who, as we know, is a major advanced UK ally, has been very open about his concerns about the future of the Church of England. And you are one of the only political leaders in the country who has been brave enough to tackle this subject. Do you think we should? Because I know this is one of the number one concerns of my audience. Trust me, they are hugely
King Charles.
Yes,
yeah.
King Charles specifically and Islam.
Yeah,
that issue. It is one of the number one concerns. It is one of the number one issues in my mailbag.
Yeah,
and no one's talking about it, Ben, apart from the people.
Yeah,
you are. So can you just explain to me what your concern is, and is there anything we can do about this?
I think a few things. I'm like you. I'm troubled by having to talk about the king because in my heart, I am a believer in the monarchy, a believer in the constitution, the unwritten constitution of the United Kingdom, of which the monarchy is a considerably important part. It may only be a titular head of state and a titular head of the church, but it is nevertheless very symbolic, and it carries with it great weight with the British people. And I'm very reluctant to mess around with that. And I won't mess around with that, to be honest. I will leave things. I will.
Advance is not calling for
a
republic.
We're not calling for a republic.
That's a relief.
There are many, many other things that we need to sort out before that. You know, before we even. We're not going to consider that. We need to settle this country.
Yes.
Of course, if the country was settled and we understood our constitution as it should be applied, then the King of England wouldn't have the opportunity to do anything which was damaging to the fabric of the country. But it seems to me that the individual, Charles, does have some views which are completely in line with woke and completely damaging to the United Kingdom, including promoting this net zero nonsense, which is so economically harmful. And leaving that aside, there are two sides to the Islam debate. The first side is the debate about Islam itself. And what I say to people is we can get into the weeds on Islam, but actually the only thing you need to know about Islam, the only thing you need to know is that the Quran is the word of God, and as transcribed by Prophet Muhammad and dictated to him by the angel Gabriel. It's the word of God. Therefore, it is perfect, and it is incapable of debate, and it is rigid, and it doesn't evolve with time. That makes it undebatable, which is why they want to pass Tariq Ali, what was his name, the Labour MP who wants to bring in protection for the Abrahamic faith. What he wants is a protection against the debate on Islam. Now, if you wish to prevent debate of any ideology, it makes that ideology fundamentally incompatible with our very delicate Western democracy, our liberal democracy. So Islam, in its fundamental sense, and Nigel Farage and I will differ here, because Farage will talk about the need to challenge extremist Islam. And I would say, of course, you've got to...
There's no such thing.
Well, I mean...
It all is.
And also extremism, to say you're going to challenge extremism is a statement of the blooming obvious, isn't it?
Well, Gad Saad says extreme Islam doesn't exist. You just have Islam.
It's a fundamentalist Islam. I think there are Muslims who... So when I was born in Pakistan, Islam was going through an enlightened period. If you look at photographs of women, for example, from the 1950s and 60s and early 70s. And
in Iran, you know, they used to wander around without hijabs on and things like that, you know.
In Iran, forgive me, Iran, Iraq, United Arab Emirates, Pakistan, they were all dressed in a self-evidently kind of Western way. Yeah. Islam then did what Islam will always do over time, which is go back to its fundamental root. It's essentially a fundamentalist religion because it wants to bring back everything to the word of God, to the prescriptive word of God. It's also more than a religion. It's a legal practice. It's a way of life. You know, Sharia law is part and parcel of being a Muslim. So it wants to
practiced in the United Kingdom.
And being practiced. So it wants to yank that all back. That makes it fundamentally, and I use the word on purpose, fundamentally incompatible with our very delicate liberal democracy that we have in the United Kingdom.
Yeah, I think we can agree with that, can't we?
Yeah.
I think he's now started preaching to the choir now. Yeah. So, yeah, I thought that was quite interesting. You know, I mean, Ben Habib gets it. Join Advance UK, guys. All right.
Well, to put up there for
in fact, you know what? You know what, Wiz? I am going to give you a super chat on Monday because I get paid Sunday night. And I think I'll have enough change left to give you £10. But that's to join Advance UK. Yep. And I'm on the dole, mate. You know what I mean? I will gladly give you that.
I'd rather you keep your money, to be fair, mate. I don't need it. Do you know what I mean? It's
yes, but we need you in Advance UK, mate. We need you in Advance UK. Well, I suppose we don't really. We've got, you know, we're already a tsunami of a wave of you know, patriots joining. But you know, I might have £10 spare. I don't know. I'll travel up.
Investigate. But what's I going to say?
Slim's down to his last 5 million.
Yeah, because his other 5 million he gave to me. Oh no, he hasn't yet. Okay, hint, hint. Come on, tight ass. Do you know why we got the Devil's Punch Bowl? Because Slim dropped a penny down the drain.
Tis a fact. Me and my pal invented copper wire without arguing over a penny.
But yeah, there's a lot I've seen a lot of people saying, "Oh, King Charles has only taken his Shahada and that." So I just want to say, look, this is the latest news. He has not.
Okay.
He has not taken the formal step of taking his Shahada. But if
Good.
you Google it in a certain way, they do it. I think something about when he become king or something like that.
Oh yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But it's like a different type of Shahada or something. I don't know. But no, he's not Islamic because he's defender of the faith.
No, it's
So-
defender of the faiths. Faiths.
That's
You can hear
right.
that through my false teeth. It's faiths. He's no longer the defender of the Christian faith. He's now the defender of the faiths. So
Well,
I
that's
think
just
that's
dodgy for a
instantly-
start, isn't it?
Yeah, that's instantly a red flag, isn't it?
Yep, definitely. But it does everywhere you go. It says like how much he likes Islam and that. He obviously hasn't read anything to do with like the paedophile prophet or
Well, either that or he's
Aisha
reading it
to
as a
scrape.
yeah, either that or he's just reading it as a moderate would read it. You know.
Well, he's
Yeah,
wanting to keep it
but-
in with the 8 kings over in Saudi and such like, isn't he? You know, there's a
Yeah.
lot of political reasons
Yep.
why he would want to, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I think
But
the Saudis, though, I
He's
think
supposed to
they're
be
fairly
intelligent.
moderate, aren't they? Well, yeah, but yeah, I mean, so that people on left, they've all come out of universities, haven't they? And look what they're teaching them in universities. That's why they think they're
Yep.
intelligent, but they're not. They're idiots.
Yeah, even the Quran don't make sense. So how can you read that and go, okay, yeah?
Yeah.
I mean, there's nothing about the Quran or the Hadiths.
Yeah, I think it was Tommy Robinson who said if you do a word search for the word Jews or what's that thing called where they kill everybody, Jews anyway, and then you get something like, I don't know, let's say 100 different mentions of it. If you go do it in the Quran, you get it thousands of times or something.
Yeah, I think it says, maybe, I think 100 or 200 times it says something about Jews and Christians and making sure that you kill them and don't be friends and all that. Because I had
the question
didn't I?
I'd like to ask, to be honest, is, do you think these people should be allowed to be in any position of power when their primary affiliation is to Islam and not to the UK or not to the government or not to you or any of it?
Well, no, of course not. But you've got freedom of speech, but then again, you know, Antifa have just been banned in America. Sorry, which you know is probably going to come over here, hopefully.
Well, freedom of speech is one thing, but
yeah,
holding the reins of power is a different thing.
Yeah, you've got your speakers on your computer, haven't you?
No.
I can't hear. Why can't I hear myself?
I can hear you echoing as well. I don't know what you're doing.
Is it the
I can't
host?
hear anything.
You can't hear Outlook. It's probably got it coming out at television. It's been picked up by a microphone. You gonk one bull.
No, I can't hear any echoes, nothing.
Okay.
I'm sure it's got a problem. I'm here high tech.
No, it's not me.
Well, it's coming here when you talk and it's echoing when you talk or not. Anyway, and these
I haven't
people
got any window open talking.
They can say anything they want. I'm not disagreeing with them saying anything they want, but should they be saying it in Parliament? Should they be representing people that they hate? That's the question, and that is the truth. You know, they hate the people that are ruling.
Yeah, correct. Yeah. Well, it'll all be taken out with advance. You know, I hate to sound like a broken record. Got my poor man's cocaine.
I think the problem at the moment with that is that the vote is now so divided. With Reform, Advance, several of the other groups.
Oh, I need you two guys talking. But it's nice not hearing my own bloody voice.
As I said, with the vote itself being so broken up and divided among so many groups,
yeah,
there's a lot of people at the moment basically stealing votes for Labour and the Conservatives, and a lesser degree the Greens and the Lib Dems. But a lot of the votes are floating over to the right side but there's so many small groups on the right that no single group at this moment, even Reform, they get huge numbers, but a lot of the people are now going, oh, that Nigel Farage, he's been a bit of a flip-flopper here. What do we do with that? So a lot of people, their vote is up in the air, and I'm one of them.
Yeah.
I think,
well,
even though I'm not the biggest fan, I think it might be the clever vote to vote for Reform to get rid of the old groups altogether. But if other people don't think that, they don't know that.
Yeah. So earlier on that same stream that I was watching of Dan Wootton, it put up a poll. Okay, it said, "Who would you, if there were a vote tomorrow, who would you vote for?" It said Reform, Conservatives, Advance UK, or Labour. And I thought, well, Reform, right? And when I clicked it, I was very surprised to see that 68% of the votes were at Advance UK, but Advance UK hasn't even had time to set up yet. Will be a good force for 2029, right? But we're looking for people to join. What happened to the wisdom of the bloody crowd? Where's the wisdom gone? It's all gone into the chuffing mind melt of fucking TikTok, I'll tell you. Yeah. They don't even realise. Oh, they're like, I must have put it in 3 or 4 times. Like, why are you voting? You can't vote Advance UK in because Advance UK aren't even a party yet. We've got to have time to set up. But what we're after are members, so as we become a political force in 2029 for the actual general election, not for an emergency election tomorrow, right? If I could even fit that in on one single message, like I think you're limited to 256 characters or something in chat, but it just kept going up, and I'm thinking, well, what? It's just frustrating because what people aren't thinking fourth dimensionally, if you like, you know, they're not thinking like that. They're just thinking, oh yeah, Advance UK, there you go, I'd vote for them. They're not even a party yet. They're all brain dead.
People are talking about their desires at the moment. But even, like I says, I don't think Farage, for all the bluster, is actually going to be any different than the rest of the Uni Party.
Definitely not. Well, it is the Uni Party. I mean, how many parts from 2 different sinking ships do you have to take and put onto your ship before that becomes that sinking ship? Them 2 sinking ships, you know what I mean? I'm trying to make an analogy there, but I can't think who did that first analogy. I think it was someone in Greek times. I don't know. But yeah.
So I don't think the public support's actually going to be there when it comes to an election for Farage. But it's left it in such a kind of tenuous position that me, along with a lot of other people, aren't really sure at the moment who they would pitch their vote in with.
Yeah, well, I'd listen to Ben. It's never changed his policies. Well, not that they're even policies at the moment. They're just wise words that can be voted in by the public, such as you, me, and Wiz, or whoever's members. You know, we get to vote those policies in, which is a brand new way of doing politics, where it is bottom up, not top down. You know, whereas Farage is top down. He's, in fact, that's a one-man band, Dan, if you ask me.
It totally is.
Yeah. Yeah, and plus...
there's a question for you, Electro.
Go on, then.
Business Australia saying, guys, will somebody explain what is Advanced UK, please? Full details and info. And while you do that, I run to the toilet. Happy days.
Well, I've got it. I can't really copy and paste it in a 256 character long comment thread. I can do it after stream though. So if you'd like to have a look there, Business Australia, you're very welcome to. I'll remember to do it. I'll come back on stream on this stream after it's gone live, and then I'm able to put it as a bigger comment in the comments.
Summarise it for him if you can. Right, I've got to go.
Oh.
Toilet.
Crikey me, I'm not grok. Oh, yeah, Slim's doing it. There you go. Thank you, Slim. Advance UK is a British far right. Well, I wouldn't exactly know it's not far right. Yeah, was that a test to see whether or not I actually read what I'm reading?
Well, I would have been happy to read it, but that's straight out of the computer. What they tell you.
Yeah. It's not far right. It's a nationalist.
That's not my opinion, of course.
Yeah, he completely rejects that he's far right. Is a nationalist, which is someone who agrees in the national state of Britain, Northern Ireland, Scotland, and Wales. Yeah, he believes in all those. Anyone else is basically a globalist, really. Anyone, you know, it's not really left and right anymore. It's globalists versus nationalists.
That's where Farage is letting us down badly in that front. I see him as part of that globalist.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, to be honest, there's no real separation between him and the other two parties.
Pizza's far south. Anyway. Yeah.
Yeah. I feel that despite the things that Farage says, I was initially quite excited about the Farage thing. No, because of him as a person.
I was, yeah. I was, yeah.
And you go.
No, you're all right. People stood with the people. Better be. Sorry, I'm just looking on the Advance UK website at the moment. I think it'd be quicker to send business a link that you can check out somewhere. There you go. That is Benabib explaining his why we need to fight for the UK kind of thing. That's from his website as well, which is advanceuk.org. I'll also put Ben explains. There you go. Yeah, and then there's another one as well under the mission statement, which is something that is. Oh, I think that was a mission statement actually. So ignore that. Yeah. Yeah. Our future, our mission statement, our future together. Let me just double check that. Oh. I'll just double check that. One more. I would play it. What's this one called? Why I'm launching Advance UK, that one's called. Yeah, no, don't bother because it's. Is it? That's why. And then the mission statement, I think that's a different one. Copy video URL. Hello, Mark Proudlove. How are you today?
I feel honoured to have Mark Proudlove here.
Hey?
I do feel honoured to have Mark Proudlove here.
You do?
Aye, absolutely.
Cool. Finally managed to get everything done for the day. I've managed to get everything done for my day as well. I went down to the shop to go and buy some poor man's cocaine, which is White Monster. Pop. I think that's all I had on today. Oh, and clothes.
My clothes are good.
Yeah. You need to do that, especially if you're going to appear live on someone's stream on the internet. Of Advance UK. There you go. So there you go, business. I think you'll find that the mission statement is the best one that I've put up there. That link I've put up there for you. The mission statement of Advance UK is never wavered from that mission statement, and I don't think he ever will. Where's Wiz gone? For a whiz. Wouldn't be the first time.
I like Ben Habib. He's a straightforward, honest guy, straight talker as well.
Yeah,
I think if the public actually see him, as he is, he would do really well.
Yeah.
The problem is currently a lot of the propaganda that people see, the far right, the slurs and the smears, that's really going to affect it for the establishment, you know.
Yeah, but you know, I mean, the lies and the smears are going to come from like Antifa and the mainstream, and like, you know, I mean, I think they mentioned that 100,000 people were watching it on Sky News, and there were 2 million people were watching it on bloody Dan Wooten's live stream.
Yeah, but the slurs and lies themselves are coming from the government, you know.
Yeah, I think people are used to it now. I think they can able to filter it out roughly.
Do you think so?
Yeah, I'm hoping so. Nobody's watching mainstream media anymore. True, we could do with getting through to them people as well, but we can do that by word of mouth. I mean, I'm always advocating for Advance UK, no matter where I go. You know, even if I'm preaching to the choir.
Currently, the people that watch Pravda, the mainstream media, they're actually the voting base. The mature people, the golden oldies, they are actually the majority of the voters.
Yeah.
So that it's a complex play out, and they don't know what's going on because they only see Pravda.
There's not people who only watch the mainstream media, because not everybody, I admit that, you know, not everybody watches YouTube, especially not as much as what I watch. I mean, I'm watching 10 hours a day. It's ridiculous. But that's due to, you know, not really being able to be that mobile, really. But yeah, anywhere I go, I mean, I've taught my mum round, and she's never really watched anything to do with YouTube. You know,
Well,
then again,
a lot of the older generation, they view it as secondary, just a joke. So they see the BBC on the television. The television is God to them because they see it and it was on the TV, so it's got to be true.
Yeah, it's got to be
That
true.
is the view of that generation, right?
Yeah.
And as I said, they are your voters. They're the people that actually go out and put their wee ballot in the wee slot.
Well, yeah, there's some of them, aren't they? You know, I think us, you know, 50 and lower, I think we're more indoctrinated towards the YouTube viewing rather than, I mean, mainstream media really is just, you know, going downhill. You've only got to look at the BBC's website and see how many they've got likes they've got. I mean, they've got 15 million followers. And like after having a stream up for, I don't know, 6 hours, let's say, they only had like, what, 20,000 views or so. And then they've got 230 likes on that, you know.
A lot of their customers will never go online, will never go to, I mean, I don't go to the BBC iPlayer. I don't go to these things, right? Because I don't like them. I've tried them in the past. Yeah. But a lot of the voters, they won't be online. They won't see any of this. They won't see YouTube. Yep. They won't even see the BBC. They just see the television and listen to the radio.
Yeah, but because again, so much online presence now, you know, through non-MSM, so through your normal journalists such as Dan Wootton and things like that, your what they call them, independent journalists. I think the kids are going to talk their mums or dads round to, you know, well, yeah, you know, I don't think that you should really be listening because they're going to see it live straight away. As soon as they've had a bit of an experience of independent journalists, they're going to see straight through lies, you know, such as, there were only like, 23 arrests, something like that, during Tommy Robinson's rally, whereas there was like bloody 900 and something over the course of the, what they call it, the Caribbean festival that goes off. What's that one called? Yeah.
Notting Hill Carnival.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, they were like, and sexual assaults and drugs. Right, there were basically, I don't know, 20 something, 20 arrests made, and I bet that will probably buy Antifa a lot.
Well, that's a prime example, right? How are the older generation going to view that whole thing when they get it from BBC or from ITV?
Yeah, well, because it's so obvious to younger ones are going to say that's crap, mum or dad or grandma or granddad. That's rubbish. Yeah, hey, look at this, show them phone. You know what I mean? And then, oh yeah, I think you're going to get a lot of support with things like that. You know, kids showing the mum and dads that, or grandma and granddads, whatever.
I found the personal experience, mums and dads and grands and grandads are particularly reluctant to actually get involved in anything that goes on in these places.
Well, our grandmas and granddads might have done, but my mum's more, you know, in her generation are more open towards them beliefs. Well, not the beliefs, but the facts of what's going off under their own nose, you know, from BBC. I keep saying to her, don't watch BBC, take no notice, you know. I mean, even in Medell Farm, I don't even think that's brought up the fact of the this, what they call it, inheritance tax, have they? Even on that, I haven't even watched Emmerdale Farm forever.
I really don't know. I don't watch mainstream television.
I don't know. I really don't. Can't be doing with it. And for that exact reason, and I don't even know whether or not they have mentioned the inheritance tax on the farms yet. It's supposed to be an Emmerdale farm. I would say not. If anybody knows in chat, please let me know. It would be nice to know. Rather nothing about it.
So I think it's obviously if it was a foregone conclusion, we could put big money on a bet. But
Yeah.
I think the vote is going to be heavily split along the right hand side. And as usual, the left hand side, they will all just be voting Labour.
Yeah. Well,
you know?
well, we'll have to see. But no, I beg to differ. I think people are going to see through Farage, because I think he's going to get in for an early election, and then we'll just see what happens. I really believe that he's going to pass the reins to David Bull, and then David Bull's probably going to resign, and then give that to Yusuf, because I think Yusuf is a puppet for Farage is a puppet for Yusuf.
So it'll be a party that's run by Zia Yusuf.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So then
it seems to be owned by Zia Yusuf.
Indeed. Yes. Yes. Yeah.
And these are the people that are going to be splitting up the votes. You see the complexity of the thing. It gets all very hard to predict.
Yeah, but well, same as I say, I think, and same as a lot of people are saying now, Farage is basically just an amalgamation of Labour and Conservatives now, if you ask me. And I think people are going to see through that.
Well, his party is, aye.
Yeah. I think
but
people are going to.
He did come from the Conservative Party.
Sorry.
He did come from the Conservative Party.
Oh, you only got to look how many Conservative members it keeps taking in. What's he took in now for a mayoral candidate of London? A more diverse female mayor for London. After getting
Deputy mayor.
Yeah, after getting rid of what's his name, Ant Middleton. Because Ant Middleton were going to appear on Tommy Robinson's stage. From what I gather, anyway, that's apparently the word on the street. Yeah. Connor Wizard, you've gone quiet. Why have you gone quiet? Is it?
I was just having a look through Twitter, see what's going on, but
oh yeah,
not a lot. But I thought there might be something. Oh, I just pressed the wrong button then. Thought there might be stuff going on. I'll put that bit up, but you've just both ignored that. All that time, gone to the toilet, come back. You've not even read it out. I thought you'd have been laughing, going, "Oh, there's an idea there."
I read out as Wiz gone for a little whiz. It wouldn't be the first time. I did mention that.
So I was taking notice. Right in front of you.
I was taking notice. I was even taking notice. I mean, I'm doing quite well today on my multitasking task, because Slim tried to catch me out earlier by putting up a text saying that that Benabib was a far right person. I'll pull him up on that
one. I've read some things in my time, but this was just hilarious. The fact that it says that like banning the burqa would actually prompt many Muslims to consider leaving the country. I'm like, consider away. Consider away. I mean, blimey.
It was halal, mate. Ban halal and kosher. I put you 3,000 quid on it that the Israelis will just say, oh, fair enough, then, so you're not allowed kosher meat. I suppose that's fair because we're in a British country. I'm sure they'll say that, whereas the Muslims will probably spit the dummy out and start shooting off all over the place. I mean, kicking off, not shooting off. Why would I say that?
No, I think more realistically, they would just butcher the meat out of the sight of the population, whereas the Muslims, they would put up a big struggle about it.
Yep.
Play the victim.
Yep, as always. Yep.
But I just thought it'd be hilarious if they did actually ban the burqa, you'll be like, oh, we can't live in the UK then. You're like, oh my God, we should have done that years ago.
Yeah, you want
Just
to
made me
plane back
chuckle.
home. We're even late plane on. I mean, even if we were to pay the £1 million to EU, you know, as the fine for not letting all the chuffing illegals in, that'd be well worth
Hungry.
it. That's 365 million a year, isn't it? That's no really compared to all hotel bills. I bet the hotel bills are probably that each week for putting them all up all month. You know.
Yeah, you're looking about what they're saying, about 8 to 9 million a day, but then Hungary pay $1 million. Is it $1 million a week or $1 million a month or something? But they don't get any terrorist
$1 million a
attacks.
day.
Nothing.
I heard $1 million a day. That was Poland.
Bloody hell.
Yeah,
it's still worth every penny to keep everyone in your country safe.
£365 a year, isn't it? So
Yeah.
I don't know if they charge for Christmas Day or not. I mean, that is still a bank holiday from what I remember. I don't think we ought to pay for Christmas Day. Nobody's at work.
Like Mark's going to sign up. Look, where do I sign? Exactly.
Oh, good lad. Yeah, hold on, mate. I'll. Does he want to sign up to advanced? Does he?
Probably.
Probably. Or does he want to sign up to you? I'll give him my affiliate link. Don't worry, it's absolutely fine and dandy. Tips on sharing, the usual. And then let me know how much your membership costs you. It should be £10 because Ben Habib was very, very generous in extending the offer of £10, even though we have reached 30,000 30,000 members. I think we're up to 35 now, 35,000. There you go. If you want to click on that one, then you can sign up for Advance UK.
I've got minus 35,000.
You what, mate?
Minus 35,000 subscribers. Memberships. I need to. Hang on. I don't know what my membership is now. I can't remember what I said it. Is it people were like $4.99? I was like, no. So it's not that. I just can't remember what it is. How do I find out?
Sinn Féin has destroyed my mother country. Oh, right. Okay. So obviously Ireland. I'm not too sure where Sinn Féin is. I'm not even that sure on Ulster Union. I know Ben Habib was giving it up for Ulster Union, so I'm supposing they're not the bad guys. I didn't really get involved in politics until Labour got in last year rather. Then I really started getting into it. Could call it an OCD, ADHD thing that I'm getting over it now because it's that important.
Oh, I can't. Oh. So I've got to go in the back end to try and find out what my memberships. I'll set up memberships. I never said a word about it. I can't remember how much they are.
Give us one then.
They should let you send out freebies, shouldn't they?
Yes, they should. Yes. Where's my freebie?
Yeah, don't even say like gift memberships or nothing.
No. Oh well.
Who, innit? But don't even say there.
What's all your other stuff that you do?
Like what? My merch?
No, I can't get merch, can I? With a free membership.
No, you get all my emojis and.
Oh, I see.
Priority reply. I don't know. I can't bring it up. It's really annoying me now. If we weren't live, I wouldn't have this problem.
Yes.
But someone's going to have to click on it and tell me what it bloomin' said. That's so annoying.
Well, if you're on about your YouTube memberships,
yeah,
your YouTube subscribers,
actual there's a option to actually join, like be an actual membership, and it should be along. It says like videos, shorts, membership.
I see. No, I don't know that one. But YouTube members are up to is it 4,500 and something? 5,400.
5,465, I think.
Yeah.
I can bring that up, but I can't bring up the actual. I can't get to the memberships to click them to tell me how much they are. I think they might have been like $1.99.
Yes.
A month.
So there might be cross communication here, Wizard, because I was actually talking about Advance UK's members.
Yeah, and then I twisted it and said, but you could sign up for one of mine, and I can't remember how much it was, so it sort of ruined the whole purpose.
I see. Right. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, actually, levels. Oh, it is. Yes. God, blood. Oh, that took me how long? You get loyalty badges, emojis, priority reply to comments, $1.99 a month. There we go.
Well, I get
So
priority
for 10,
anyway.
you have 5 months. Now I found it. It's irrelevant.
I'm just at you in comment feed.
Yeah, that's it.
It's easy as that. Even if you don't jump in at you, then you get a red heart anyway.
Yeah. But I don't hardly ever mention them, so.
Where's Slim gone?
But while you're mentioning Advance UK, but
Yes.
what about this then? Ban on Jews entering a blooming shop. That's Germany all over, isn't it? That's terrible.
The old Germany, yeah.
Yeah, look, it's going back by the looks of it. Let me scroll down so you can have it. That says something there.
What?
Caused outrage.
Well, it will do.
Jews are banned from here. Nothing personal. No anti-Semitism. Just can't stand you. Well, that is personal then, isn't it? It's anti-Semitism. Can't stand the Germans, mate. They take all the bloody sunbeds. Where's Slim gone?
His phone has heated up and stopped working. And
No
I've
way.
still got that bloody echo on.
We've still got echo.
Yes.
I've got no windows open that can echo because they're literally what you're seeing now, like the ready type stuff. I haven't actually got a talkie thing open. You ain't got one of your windows open, have you?
No, take your headphones off and see whether or not you can hear me talking.
No, I've only got one ear. I've got one ear out.
Oh, Van Goghing, are you?
So yeah, I am. But literally, I've got no windows open that are talking, other than watching this, like with you below me and on StreamYard and all that there. I'm in StreamYard. I don't have YouTube open.
No, same here.
That's weird.
Very odd.
Slim, I was playing for the echo. I don't know who it was, Slim, but it wasn't me.
It's probably just a StreamYard's artifact. I don't know.
Yeah, but I've definitely got no windows open that have videos playing. So literally, all I've got is actual web page.
Yeah.
Mind you, let's make sure. Mind you, it's an echo of us, isn't it? So even if it's this, it wouldn't. You'd hear it, wouldn't you? It'd be saying something like Sky News.
Yeah.
I've got a window open. So that is weird.
But I can't hear you echoing.
I've not heard anyone echo full stop.
Weird.
Definitely. Weirdo Gonkwomble moment.
Yeah.
Weirdo Gonkwomble. But yeah, they're weird. Yeah, banning Jews, that's terrible. Terrible. I've got all these things open, but I'm all hot and flustered. And I had Sadiq Khan. I don't like him. Maybe we could have something with Sadiq Khan because he's an absolute pillock.
More hot and flustered than a blind lesbian in a fish market.
Yep, that. That sounds a bit fishy. I can't stand Sadiq Khan. I'd love to see Donald Trump like knock him out or something. Go on, Donald.
Yeah. Yeah.
But more attacks on Donald Trump. I mean, what? Crazy. Absolutely crazy. But Sadiq Khan's he's a die-hard Islamist. He's all up for the paedophile prophet, isn't he? So what can we say? Donald Trump needs to put him in his place. 100%.
So
people at home can read that.
Avigdor has had something to say. Yakin Hamid, 11-year-old humanitarian and social media influencer, killed in Gaza on May 23rd, 2025 by airstrikes on her home in Al-Baraka. Why no outcry for her murder by American bombs? Well, you see, it is a war zone. I mean,
Yeah.
God bless her. But it's a war zone, mate, or matette.
Do you want to say something about World War One, World War Two?
Yeah, there was all that, wasn't
Battle
there?
of
You know.
Britain?
Yeah, I think they're actually more surgical nowadays by taking out their targets. However, you've got to remember that Gazans actually build their bases underneath civilian structures, such as hospitals and homes and schools, etc.
Yeah.
Also, my arse, okay, right.
And it was all
was it?
started by bloody thingy, Hamas. Do you know what I mean? They like start a war and then they play victim. It's like
Building
this.
Gaza.
They know how bad Pakistanis are and how much they hate Western women, and they want to put up about white people. And we're like, but this is a white country, so we know we've got that problem. We're talking about Pakistanis coming here and actually starting up grooming gangs.
Yeah. Avigdor says here in Gaza on May the 23rd, 2025, by airstrikes, and then he goes on to say, a war zone, my hairy arse. No, I'm fairly sure it's a war zone in Gaza.
Yeah, that's why Hamas made it.
Yeah. I don't know.
But he'd deny. He's the sort of person. He'd deny the fact that like over 3,000 Palestinians followed Hamas into Israel to kill Jews.
Right. Captain Birdseye would say that.
They wanted to be heroes, so Avigdor is probably he probably follows a paedophile prophet, and now he's getting all defensive.
Right.
But here we go. Let Margaret Thatcher covered up the MP's child abuse. What's that got to do with a prophet from God like Muhammad? It's two different people. It's irrelevant. Apples and pears.
Is that what they call malicious altruism? Is it? Is that what they call that? I'm a Jewish man. Oh, right. Are you a left Jew or a normal Jew?
Oh, no. He's going to be one of them that actually sort of stands against his own people. He'd be like, no, yeah, let's help Islam genocide the Jews.
I've seen the ones. Yeah. Okay.
What video, Mark? I don't know what video he means.
I don't know.
I stand with the Jews, but when you got someone like Avigdor talking rubbish, I wonder why.
Yes.
New Corbyn Party. They didn't even have a name for it, have they? Have they got a name for it? Apart from called the Muppets.
So we've got this one as well. What about the 21-strong gang of groomers sentenced to 199 years between them at Wolverhampton Crown Court? Yeah, exactly, mate. I think we're going enough of our own paedophiles than have to start bringing them in and then putting them into 5-star hotels, giving them iPhones, letting them go round to people's doors, knock on the doors and deliver them a chuffing Deliveroo pizza, don't you? I think we're going
that's it.
We need to sort that out before we start sorting out the rest of the chuffing Eastern world, don't you? If you can't see that that's an obvious thing, I can't help you, mate. I don't think anybody else here can help you.
That's why I put that comment up on screen. So I was like, yeah, I know we've got problems of our own. Like, Pakistan. In Pakistan, the number one search on the PORN is horse sex. I mean, what more do you need to know about Pakistan and their mentality?
Yeah, I thought Arabs might have done that, because they want thoroughbreds, don't they? So they want to make sure that one thoroughbred is having sex with another thoroughbred just to buy that horse and then put it up in Grand National for a decent run at winning some money, But as for Gazans or whoever, I don't know. I think that would. Oh, crike! I wouldn't even like to think.
Oh, he's scraping the barrel when he's got to literally tell everyone what everyone knows because apparently it's sneaky. So we've got to say Tommy Robinson, aka Stephen Yaxley Christopher Lennon.
Yeah.
It's not his real name. My real name is not the wizard, you muppet.
Yeah. Yeah,
They
mine's
try
not
to say
electro.
that like it's hiding stuff.
I'm not a doctor. I'm not a doctor. I'm a doctor of televisions, though. I fix them. You know. Defended Richard Price, who was convicted of possession of decent images of a little girl during his EDL days. What news channels do you watch? Avigadar? That'd be interesting to know.
Thing is, though, a lot of that's mainstream media. It's probably an absolute load of crap, but you never know.
Yeah, even if he did have this Richard Price or whoever defending Richard Price, I've not heard of anything like that. I don't know. Even if he has been, neither court files. What? Even if this Richard Price was found to be some paedophile and he was a British person, then that enforces my argument earlier about why on earth are we letting people come in through the boatload and then we're housing them in. It's circular reasoning there.
They didn't actually defend the photos. They defended Richard Price because the police raided his house apparently for no reason. But then they found the 5 photographs of children on his computer, which Price has no idea where they come from. And when that come out, the EDL members, Lennon, i.e. Robinson, then retracted their statement and said, "We completely condemn Richard Price."
Yeah, but he's probably missed that bit of news out then. Yeah.
Yeah, he ignored that bit. He just wanted to go with the juicy bit to try
the
and
cherry
say,
pick.
Stephen actually Christopher Lennon. So he got that wrong.
Yeah. Have you heard me defend the Pakistani gangs? No, but we've heard you advocate
No, but you're trying to compare it to the white people in England. You're trying to compare.
British people. You're
It's
trying to
like,
compare
oh no,
it.
they're like that, but they're like that.
Yeah, so therefore we should allow them into our country and pay for all of their upkeep. And also, I didn't ask that. I said, where do you normally watch your news? BBC? ITV? Channel 4? Sky News? TikTok?
I think he's got more issues. There's no way he's Jewish talking like that.
No. Unless there's a lefty Jew. I've seen them. They're terrible. Yeah.
Yeah.
They give
That's a
the
shame
Jews
because I know a lot of Jews and they're really nice people. Yeah, we know there's dirty people in all walks of life.
Yeah.
Thanks for pointing out that absolute blooming obvious.
Yeah, but we've no reason to ship them in, have we? We've no reason to ship them in. Yeah, obviously we've got Jimmy Savile, we've got Chuffin Roll Farris, we've got other people, right? We've got enough problems of our own. Why are we, the taxpayer, having to pay for these people's upkeep? Why are we having to do that?
Got the Labour 25
in Epping, and then we're getting locked up for talking about it. Then we get locked up for talking about it. What have you? I'm not too loud, am I? I know I'm raising.
So we got a Jew trying to make out that this, that, and everything else after we mentioned Pakistani grooming gangs and the paedophile prophet, etc. But then him to be now saying, "Oh, but there's dirty people in all walks of life." It's in a way he's trying to sort of diminish how important it is that bringing in Pakistanis to rape our women and children is not a good idea. It's like, yeah, but there's people of all walks of life. Like, we know. That's why we don't want it anymore. We got enough evil, dirty people in this country already that were born here.
Even in Israel, they've got all walks of life over there. You being one of them. You've got good and bad. you being one of them. No, I'm not saying good.
Yeah.
But just from what I can translate from what you're saying. And for a start, why are you saying dirty bastards when you're a Christian? You're supposed to be a Jewish, old style Christian, Old Testament Christian. What's going on there?
I agree with you. I'm just pointing out what it's not hypocritical, is it, to say stop letting in illegal immigrants because they got no respect for the Western women. They look at them as tramps.
Yeah.
Even the Quran and everywhere else says a woman is held in the same regard as a dog or a donkey, and she's only worth half that of a man.
Yeah.
So they're coming with that ideology, giving it all this.
Yeah. I've got him another one as well. I used to time people out, but I'm not going to, because I think a spicy debate is quite good. But I can give you this, all right. You can have a look at this, all right. You can come back in 5 minutes after you have had a look, but you can also see from this clip, right? It's only 5 minutes long, from this clip, as to why we are not wanting these people in the country. Okay, there you go. There's your link. All right, you have a look at that, young man or young lady, or they.
It's still depending on the Quran. Look, who said I was Christian or religious? You said you were Jewish, so that is actually like Judaism. Otherwise, you would have said I'm an Israeli or whatever. But you said Jewish. That's saying like I'm a Muslim, but I'm.
If you're left leaning, which is what I seem to be getting from what you're saying. If you're left leaning, then I highly recommend that link I've just put on. It ends in 1174. Sounds like my phone number, but it ends in 1174. That link there. Go and have a look at that, and then understand exactly what's going to happen to the left if Islamists manage to get into power in any country in the West or the West. Yeah. There you go.
Funny old being. We know about the Bible. Why the Talmud? Because it's actually Torah. It's actually a book of like discussion.
Yeah.
So, pizza tapes. It's Father Christmas.
That'll Captain Birdseye.
But some people's ideology just goes over my head.
Yeah.
That's why they're probably all out there saying, yes, illegal immigrants welcome. That's why they got signs, because they're like, yeah, well, we've got like 10 paedophiles, another 1,000 more. Don't make any difference. Duh.
Yeah, we don't need any more, do we? We're already in a bad way financially. Why do we need any more of them in? And then they've got two-tier chuffing justice, so most of them get off with it anyway. It's ridiculous. And if you're saying that they're all the same, then I will give you the mission statement of Advance UK and see what you've got to say then. I mean, if you still think that this is still someone saying that it's corrupt, is corrupt, then I don't know what to tell you. Not that you're taking a note of these links anyway, because you should have been back after 5 minutes, and you weren't. You were back return of post, mate. So.
There's some people just stuck in their ways. They don't want to listen. They just go, no, I'm right, end of.
See you, Slim.
Catch you later, guys.
Good.
Take it easy, Slim Shady. So, the benefit cuts are to Ukraine and Israel. No, they're not. They got all their, what is it, defence budget, this never budget, so they know what they're doing here and there, but I've got no issue like supporting Ukraine because my nan was from Ukraine. No issue supporting Israel because they were attacked October the 7th by as written on in the Hadiths. So I know more. So that I don't mind me tax going to them, Ukraine and Israel, but I don't think my tax should be going to 9 million a day to have Islamist Muslim men of fighting age coming over illegal. No ID, God knows what criminal charges that they had or ran from, and then sit in a 4-star hotel and mobile phone with 50 quid a week. It's ridiculous.
We're going to support any country that follow our Christian beliefs, because our land's built on Christian beliefs. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm an atheist, right? And you're a Christian man, aren't you, Wiz? Right? But I've still got that bloody echo going on. But I think you get the
bit then as well.
Yeah, they're absolutely brilliant, and they get on with us because they're of a Christian country or of similar beliefs. Spurs here.
Yeah, he said I don't support none of them. I support Man United, and I was like, well, Spurs here.
See, foosball, it's the devil.
I'll be allowed. They say they're Jewish, don't they?
Yeah.
Call them YIDS, but apparently it's racist. But I've got a nice tattoo that says Tottenham on it. Whee!
So he
Who
believes
in the word of
God.
Who believes in the word of God?
Well, Muslims do, don't they?
I think that's the word of Satan. Got it confused.
Well, they think there is
But
God.
yeah, they think it's the word of God, but I don't know. I don't know what he's on about, mate. I don't know. Over my head, geese.
Well, I'd rather have our word of our God than or the God of this land, where this Christian land is built on, the beliefs it's been built on, because it were doing it absolutely fine and dandy until chuffing Tony Blair got it.
Yeah.
And then allowed everybody
Exactly
to come
that.
up. Yeah.
Yep. Oops. Excuse me. Then he sort of made mistakes. Right, we're going for an hour and 20, so God is just a dog backwards.
Yep. Right. Whatever. See, in my opinion, God is nature. Yeah. God is nature, which is beautiful. God's beautiful. I can give you that, you know. I believe that the humans were made in God's image, so therefore we have the brain capacity of knowing everything that God knew in the future, as long as we don't blow ourselves up to what or submit to the devil's minions who are coming over in chuffing boats. I don't even know I'm allowed to say that, but you know,
Everything comes back to that, doesn't it?
Yeah, probably getting
Everything
coppers
comes back
knocking
to
on doors
illegal
tomorrow.
immigrants.
So you think that these people are devil's minions, don't you, dear? Well, prove it. Prove that they're not.
At least he actually agrees with you, Tony Blair. So, nice
Hey,
one, Abdul. Just
yeah.
need to change your mind about all the other rubbish.
There you go. You see, everybody before Tony Blair brought this chuffing law in, everybody got on with each other. It was great.
Yeah. Now he's getting on with us because we all agree on that. The irony of Tony Blair.
It is everything that's wrong with today, my friend. Yes, and I'm now calling him my friend because we've met some common ground. Yeah,
Spot on. Spot on, mate. But anyway.
Yeah.
Well, let's wrap this up. We've been going now on 22, which is good. We're back. Obviously, we'll do this again tomorrow at 7. Anyone, including you, Electroc, want to come up, you can come up at 7 p.m. But I'll be live at 3 p.m. Do news. We'll catch up with all that malarkey. And then Friday at 7, we'll put people up to talk and we'll get some news stories and whatever and discuss or maybe even debate or anything like that. My real name is actually Mark Prolub, but it sounds fake, so I use it. That's so cool.
Mark, you can give me a tick mark as to being proud to love you, mate. You go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did mention you at the beginning of the stream. I remembered your name, so I said, "Oh yeah, Mark Prolub." Normally the first one to comment.
Yeah. So what's this then? Avigdor? What's that mean there? Pagan Latin meaning country della or right, that's your name, is it? Avigdor. That's what that means, is it? Educate me.
I thought it was a Lamborghini. Avigdor.
That's an Aventador.
Oh yeah, that's it.
Even I know that, and all I've ever owned is Skodas.
I was trying to think when I said it. I was like, "That's not right," but that's what it reminded me of—a Lamborghini. It does sound like something to come out my nose, like a Lamborghini.
I do watch a lot of Top Gear, so you know maybe that's why I know. Not just from owning Skodas and rust buckets basically all my life. Yeah, mind this one's not bad at the moment. Ford Focus, it's all right. Diesel, it's sound, gets me about.
Nice.
Air conditioner works. You know.
My wife got a thingy this year. Vauxhall Corsa, is it SDI? Like some diesel turbo thing. Makes a weird noise when you're driving, like whistle up.
Mine does.
Turbo.
Oh, it don't go psh, but it's the diesel 1500, and the turbo is constantly like whistling. You know what I mean? But today, I've just been insured on my mother's car, which is a very posh electric MG, which are about 60 grand. So I'm insured for that. So you know, get my arm out the window,
Oh,
get a trucker's tan.
yeah. They need to. The sooner they can ban all electric cars, the better. Making us all rely
Tell me about it.
on China.
Yeah, yeah. So she says, "Oh, it only cost me £10 to fill it up with electricity every month because you get a discounted electricity." I said, "Well, why don't you get an inverter for your car? Charge your electrical," which is something that you could actually do on these energy companies. You know, they give you free electricity every Sunday. Yeah, so that's four days a week that you get electricity. So what you could do is to charge a car battery up or loads of batteries and then run an inverter to power your house for the rest of the week.
Yeah.
Free electric forever. There you go.
Yeah.
Mm.
That'd be genius. Absolute genius. But anyway, right, on that electric note, we shall wrap things up until tomorrow at 3 o'clock. And then Electra Doc, if you want to come back up on screen 7 o'clock tomorrow night, then happy days.
I will see. I've got a CD cleaner to fix. It wants a new belt in it, I believe. It's a cleaner that it uses like T-cut in it, and like it's a big metal box, and you put a CD in it, and it gets all the scratches out your CD. I've got one of them to fix tomorrow. About 3. Should be done by 3.
Yep.
Okay, I'll see you.
You got the choice, 3 or 7, me old China. Happy days. Sweet as the nut. But yeah, thanks for everyone in the chat. Living the dream.
See you, chat. Thanks. Bye. Look loud. Bye.
Take it easy, mate. Thanks for coming up. It's all good. Yes, we like a nice chat with Electra Doc and Slim, who was up. That was cushy. Of course, you can tell it's getting dark and it's on light from the bedroom. But to everyone in the chat, Abdul, Beats and Tapes, Mark, Proudlove, with the fake name but real name, Slim, and everyone else. I think there's email user and Business Australia and everyone. Thank you all for taking part and being in the comments. If you wish to take part tomorrow night and come up on screen, you can from 7 p.m. But I will be here tomorrow at 3 p.m. and we shall see what's going on in the world of news. Happy days. So until then, don't forget to like this video, subscribe, get the bell notification on. It's been a pleasure, ladies and gentlemen. But for now, that is the Wizard's words.